Hello, I'm Coach Spaulding, and it's really a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. It's always a pleasure to come and be able to talk to young men and young women about the fundamentals of success. The question is what draws desire out of an individual? Is desire something that just poof comes out of the air, or is it something that you can manifest? Desire is a reflection of your focus and your clarity of your vision. If you have a clear vision, this is very important. It's a key thing. If we do not have a clear vision about what it is we want to accomplish, then our desire is dissipated because we have so many things in our life that it's hard to focus on one thing and have the proper desire that's necessary to move yourself forward down the path and to do the little actions each day that make it possible. Desire is something that must come from you, young man. It cannot come from anybody else. It can't come from your mom, your dad, or anybody. It's got to come from right here. It's got to come from inside out. That's what I was talking about, living inside out. When you're young, your parents take care of you, they feed you, they clothe you, and everything. And there comes a point in there, especially with young men, that's a transition point, where you have to begin to become a young man and then a full-grown man. And part of being a young man and making that transition into a full man is understanding personal responsibility. You have to be personally responsible for your acts and what you say and think. At some point along the way, mom and pop are going to be moving aside. You're going to get 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. You got to be responsible for yourself. You have to be able to look inside of you and give the desires that you need to make the goals that you want to happen. That is personal. You have to do that. What Reggie Theus had was the desire to get better and the willingness to put in the work to get better. He would call us up and on the weekend and have us come and open up the gym because he wanted to work out on Sunday or Saturday when the gym was closed. And so that's what we did. When you have a young man that wants to work hard, then you accommodate him as a coach. And that's what he was. He wanted to work hard. So the answer to your question is, it always is not the greatness that you see at the end and you think a player has been great, like a LeBron James maybe, that you think he's been great all his life. I can tell you for sure, even the coaches that had LeBron James, he wasn't always great. He became great through desire, through consistency, through discipline. These are the things that make LeBron James what he is today and what you see today. Why does improving the quality of our thoughts make a difference in our life? Well, many times I have been told this, and I've had it happen to me in my life. Thoughts are things. The way we think directly affects our atmosphere around us, what happens in our life. I lost my wife at 25 years old. I got a call from the Highway Patrol at 12 o'clock midnight. And if you ever get a call from the Highway Patrol at 12 o'clock midnight, you know it's not good. My sister and my wife had a head-on accident. They were gone, finished. My son was in the car. He was the only one that survived. I had to grab hold of my mind at that point, 12 o'clock midnight, and think what I was going to do next. I had to come up with a plan. I had to elevate my quality of my thoughts about hating the person. This is what happened. This is a true story. A Native American off the reservation in Arizona who had been drinking is what the person that drove into my wife and my sister and killed them. I had to elevate my level of thoughts about Native American people and alcohol in order for me to move on in life. If I would have stayed in that hate that I had temporarily, it would have manifested itself in my life. I had to elevate my thoughts in order to move forward and continue down the path that I needed to be on to take care of my son, to raise my family, and to be a productive person. That was a mental process that I had to do. And that's a personal example about being able to forgive, elevate your thoughts, and move forward. In business, or as a city councilman, dealing with the community, dealing with other city councilmen, if you get stuck at a certain level mentally with the people that you deal with, you'll never be able to make the kind of compromises that you need to make to govern. We have to be able to raise our level of thoughts and move beyond in order to function and move down the pathway to success. And that is what I talk about. That's what I mean when I say elevate your level of thoughts.
Thoughts direct your action.
Thoughts direct your action. Yes, sir. Thoughts direct your actions. There's a direct connection between your thoughts, your speech, and your action. What comes out of your mouth is a direct reflection of your thoughts. See? As well as your actions. See, so it's thoughts, speech, actions. That's how that works. So if you pay attention to that, you can raise your level of thoughts, raise your level of speech, and raise your level of actions. That is what is going to move you forward. If you continue to do the same things, the result will be the same. In other words, you can't expect different results if you do the same stuff. You have to change what you think, what you say, and what you do if you want a different result. It's simple. Things that I've talked to you about just so far are things that you can do right now. This is not something that you have to wait to do. You can start now upgrading the level of your thoughts. You can start now upgrading the level of your speech and upgrading the level of your actions. When you leave this room right now, you can start this now. You can be more self-disciplined now. You can take personal responsibility for your acts now. You can be more consistent. These are things you can do now. You can use these things right now, and they will make a difference. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. Participate in your life. Take control. As a young man, take control and do the things that you need to do to move yourself down the pathway to success. And by all means, keep the faith. Thank you very much.